Good cloudy morning from Wall Drug here in Wall, South Dakota. Yep, we spent the night in the parking lot. And we did it because, first of all, it was free, it was convenient. And it's supposed to be rainy and overcast and nasty today. Haven't actually seen any rain yet. I think we got a little overnight, but I'm not positive about that. And we've got some errands to run when we get back to Rapid City, and we're basically kind of killing the day because we don't want to be in the position of trying to see Mount Rushmore in this kind of weather. So we're hoping that this is all going to turn out okay. So Wall Drug over here to the right, taking up an entire city block, and we're going to go down here to the left. Little tight, I think I can fit. I think I can. Okay, why are you barking? Kit, why are you barking? What is it? What is it? Look at all the, I guess they're silos. They're enormous. I have no idea where this is taking us exactly, but it says it works. Okay, so today is Wednesday, July the 23rd. And it is about 10:31 in the morning, exactly, not about. It's 10:31 in the morning. So we went into Wall, we got breakfast there, we messed around. Barb had some work she needed to take care of and get mailed off. And now we're getting on the road. So we're like 45 minutes from Rapid City. And then when we get there, we're going to go to Sam's Club and Walmart, and then we're going to go back to Sam's Club to sleep in another parking lot. And then tomorrow, we can go to Mount Rushmore when it's supposed to be sunny and get there pretty early. And then we're going to go find a place to park and spend the weekend. So that's the plan. Okay, I think by Wall standards we went around the long way. I stopped for a moment there because it said 290 wanted us to turn right instead of left. But I think this actually brings us on an exit later than we would have otherwise been. So bye-bye Wall. Bye-bye the Wall. Really glad we were able to go camp up there. That was fun. And now we're heading back to the city. And then we'll be out of the city again within a day, so yay. I mean, we could get out of the city today, and we're thinking, if we get done with stuff fast enough and the weather turns decent, we might go ahead and go to Mount Rushmore today.
Wake up with the sun in our eyes. Sally forth, no need for goodbyes. Journey calls, let's roll the dice. Every mile a new surprise.
Well, it's a pretty nice vista here through the grasslands heading west. So I thought I'd share that with you for a moment. And mention that it's only 72 degrees right now at 10:40 in the morning. And I think the high is only supposed to be 77 or 78 today, amidst all the rain. And then when we get back to Custer tomorrow, over the next few days, I think the highs are only going to be in the mid-80s. Rapid City's going to get back up into the 90s though. So we're going to try and gain a little elevation so that we can not be too high. as you can see up ahead, it looks like we're going to be driving into more gray skies. I wonder what the truck check ahead is. Guess we'll find out in a minute. And one of the random thoughts that just occurred to me, one of the billboards that we just passed was advertising Haggerty's guitars. All trucks and commercial vehicles must stop. Must be like a way station, set up temporarily or portably or whatever. Anyway, advertising Haggerty's guitars, and their selling point was largest in the Midwest. And then it got me thinking, you know, we're in the mountain time zone. We're in South Dakota. I think of anything in the mountain time zone as being in the West, for the most part. I don't think of it as Midwest. I think of Midwest as like Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, that whole area. And, you know, anything in the mountain time zone I think of as being West. But I guess I'm apparently wrong. And looking at the skies, I'm guessing we're probably not going to try and make Mount Rushmore today, even if we end up with enough time to do it. But you never know what might happen. So I guess we'll be finding out. We're coming up on the exit here for Box Elder. We've got just under 9 miles to get to Sam's Club in Rapid City. And we're going to go ahead and fuel up at Sam's Club. How much is... 303? Is that what that says? I think it's 303 at Love's. Hopefully Sam's is under $3. It was about 305 when we were there last week. And I have to say, I really like slow travel. You know, travel for 3 or 4 days, hang out for 3 or 4 days. Or 5. We had 5 nights on the wall, and that was really nice. It's nice for me to be able to sit still, have time to do some editing, but also have time to do kind of nothing, you know, and just hang out, play games on the computer if that's what I feel like doing, or read, or go for walks, or whatever, do some cooking. But when we're in constant travel mode day after day, in this kind of season, it's more a case of trying to do as much as we can to get from one place to another. See the things we want to see, and then get to the next place. And that's pretty tiring. So basically we can do that like 3 days in a row. And then part of what I had realized a week or two ago too is that if we're moving every day and we're seeing 1 to 3 things in a day, I don't have enough time to reflect on what it is that I've seen, to actually absorb it. And that's another good reason for having the slow down, hang out periods of time. So although it would be super nice to go do Mount Rushmore this afternoon and then wind up at our camp and stay through the weekend, yeah, if we get there tomorrow, that'll be fine too. So, we'll see what happens. Alright, we're only about a mile from Sam's Club. And it's another one of those weird interchange kind of things. I think we're coming in a different way than we did the last time, although I'm not positive. God. Oh no, this is the way we came in last time. I remember we went past all of this shopping. There's a lot of shopping here. Alright, so you've seen this before. And if you haven't, back up a couple videos and you can see it there. Alright, we're finished up at Sam's Club. We got fuel. Now here we are at Walmart. This will take a little while, I'm sure. And then we'll see where we wind up for the night. After a pretty interminable time at Walmart, I had to wait in line for half an hour for a return, not because of anything I did, but they were just like super slow and very difficult. I think it was a new girl, and it just took forever. And then she finally got it done. So, our first stop now is going to be for propane, because I keep forgetting I need propane. And now we'll see if Barb gets to make it out of this light or not. Snacks. I'm going to eat my snacks. I'll see you at the propane place. We're all propaned up. I took about 6.5 gallons, so I feel better about that. So it's been almost a month, I think. Actually, it might have been a month since I got propane. Because I got propane in Divide. And I think we got there on like the 21st, maybe, of June. Can't remember for sure. I could look it up. But today's the 23rd of July. It's now 2:30 in the afternoon. Hello. See how hard it's going to be to get out of here. Oh, not bad. Let's go, Barb. We can both get here. Okay, so we got 24 miles to go to Mount Rushmore. And then I'm not quite sure how long after that. While we're still sitting here, I guess I didn't tell you about fuel economy at Sam's Club. We averaged 8.43 mpg, which, considering after the first 2 days that we were first night actually, I ended up having to run my engine for a while, multiple times a day, and then I'm pretty much down to once a day, but 15 to 30 minutes at a time. So no big shock we didn't get good fuel economy, and we won't get great fuel economy on this tank either, because I'll have to do it again at least until Friday. And then hopefully everything will be resolved. Okay, so here we are, 16 west again, heading toward Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse. I've been going super slow, kind of waiting for Barb to catch up. I'm not sure if she's going to get me on this light or not, but maybe. But she knows where we're going, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh yeah, this is the way we came in from Custer. And I think yesterday was the last day we would have been able to go back into Crazy Horse, but we decided we got enough of a picture so that we didn't have to go back again. Oh goody, she caught up. And this is kind of a long wait, and you've seen parts of this route before, so I'll pick you up when we get closer. Well, it started drizzling, and I just looked at the weather forecast. We might end up having to sit out rain for about an hour. Whatever. As long as it's not completely fogged in. Because that was my experience the last time I came to Mount Rushmore. Yep. Look at that cool bridge. We're going to go under it this time. Or through it, I guess. It's a very cool looking bridge. All I remember was that the road was very twisty, windy. Steep grade next 2 miles. Use low gear. Okie dokie. I think we should be able to see it today, though. Unlike when I came here 5.5 years ago. So I guess this is the steep and windy I was remembering. And I don't remember if we have to come back up this way to get out of here. Steep grade, 1 3/4 miles. Stay in lower gear. Pretty. What do you think, Kit? You think it's pretty? This is our low clearance. It said low clearance, I think it said 1410. Miners Gateway Tunnel. Felt like more than 1410 to me. But what do I know? And I don't know why, but there was a discrepancy between the mileage that Google was telling me and the mileage that the signs were telling us. Welcome to Keystone. Slow down to 20 miles per hour. This is cute. I don't remember this at all. From when I came here 5.5 years ago. Very cute. Keystone Depot. Oh, there's an 1880 train. I bet people can spend a lot of money here. Helicopter rides. Oh, scooters to rent. Yeah, this kind of stuff doesn't really hold any attraction for me. But I know a lot of people like it. So I guess if you want to learn all about the attractions that you can pay for, you need a different channel. I'm more into the history, the quirky, the free. And it's funny, Barb and I were talking either last night or this morning over a meal about how much like the pioneers we are. And think about it, it's very true. You know, we carry our food with us, we have to carry our water with us. We're never quite sure where we're going to be sleeping from one night to the next. Kind of interesting, right? North by Northwest National Treasure 2 filmed in this area. Okay, good to know. Here's the iconic sign with everybody stopping to take their picture. Mount Rushmore National Memorial. And we might luck out and get through this before it rains. We shall see. Temperature's down to 70 degrees. Okay, so it looks like we don't have to come back this way because it's a Mount Rushmore straight ahead and Custer straight ahead. Let's just hope the rain holds off a little while longer for us. Wow, look at the pretty rock face here. That's beautiful, shining in the sun. Yeah, this is about what I remember. Steep, windy. Parking fees. Oh, seniors $5. Well, I wonder why I had to pay $10 last time. Well, it looks like we can get the senior parking fee at least. And think about this. Think about finding this location to do this carving and how difficult the access must have been. Just think about that. Wow, there it is. Boom, there it is. Look at that. What the hell? We're stopping in the middle of the road?
Hello guys.
Hi.
So
Just-
yeah, it's gonna be $10 for parking.
Didn't I see $5 for senior?
$5 for senior.
And can I use my phone or do I need
Yep.
to, cool. So why do we have to pay when we have a national park pass?
Oh yeah, the admission's free, but you need to pay for the parking only.
It just seems weird.
And we don't work with the national park staff. Yep, this is for you.
Thank you.
Stay on the left side and take the first left.
Okay.
Yep.
And you're gonna send my friend the same place, right? Do I need to display this on the dashboard?
No, you just need to keep it because it's good for a whole year.
Okay, well, once I'm done, I'm done. Thanks.
Have a good day.
You said first left.
Yep.
Okay.
You'll see all the camper vans parked along the wall.
Okay, I'm 28 feet.
Okay. I think it's over 29 they don't want you there.
Okay.
Over 29, then then they send you up.
Okay, good. Just checking. Because, oh, less than 29. All right, good enough. Stop. Well, this is it, guys. A very much different view than I had in March of 2020 when it was completely fogged in and this walkway was closed for renovations. So all I got to see, let's recreate this. And of course it was out of season, so there weren't any trucks or anything. And over here on this wall, somebody had crafted a snow effigy. So I'll throw that picture in here for you. But yeah, I'm pretty jazzed to actually get to see it now. That's very, very cool. And I'm gonna go ahead and walk up all the way. I can get away from the kid that wants to get to Kit.
Look silly.
There we go. Very cool. Okay, well that was exciting. They have head-in parking, and there really was not really quite enough room for me to be comfortable backing out of there, although I got it done. Oh, now I got a string of cars behind me, so I'll have to find a place to wait so that Barb can catch up to me. Yeah, this is pretty tough for RV parking. Yeah, I mean, I barely fit in here. Okay, so we have severe thunderstorms predicted and 27 miles to our intended destination. So if it starts looking bad, we're gonna just, you know, pull over and go to the Crazy Horse Memorial overnight parking lot. Nice trailhead there. Can't we just park there? Apparently not. There's our heads up there. So overall impressions. Oh, 17 miles to Crazy Horse. Interesting. Overall impressions are glad I came. I think it is over commercialized, and it's not at all obvious where the visitor center is. So here's your tech tip. You have to walk down the Avenue of the Flags and then either take the elevator or the stairs to go downstairs to the visitor center. And that's where the park film is and stuff like that. So glad I came. If it had been less crowded, I would have wanted to spend more time, because they've got like Presidential Hall, they've got something about the like the sculptor's studio, and we could have explored all that, but just too many people for me. Look at the pinnacles up here to the left. Oh, and now we get the profile. See the profile straight ahead? That's pretty cool. All right, that's pretty cool. So these pinnacles, I think right here, are what the original plan was to carve on, and it was going to be figures from the West, not presidents initially. And then when the sculptor got here, he discovered that you couldn't really carve on the pinnacles because the stone wouldn't hold, you know, for a long period of time. And originally the presidents, where they decided to carve instead on Rushmore, the presidents were going to be like 3/4 view down to their waist, but after they got the faces carved and they started carving further down, they realized that the rock changed, I guess, from granite, I think, to mica schist, and that was not going to hold the carving. So they ended up just doing basically the busts. And at one point, similarly, they started carving Jefferson to the left of Washington, and when they showed it, it looked like he was about, you know, 1/3 to halfway carved, and they uncarved him. They blasted him off the face of the mountain. It was, you know, kind of amusing to see. Black Hills National Forest. Here we go now. Vehicle travel restricted. Oh, on the forest roads. Yeah, so far the forest roads that we've been on have been good. Hopefully the one that we're going to will be good. Here's another interpretive site off to the side. You know, there aren't any signs there that say no overnight parking, so we can always do that. We got the Breezy Point picnic area. That says no overnight camping. Looks like the thunderstorms are going to come in. So we haven't been on this road before. I don't think. I think we came up a different way, but this is kind of also the way that I remember leaving when I was here in 2020. And it's funny, it looks so different this time from when I was here in 2020. I mean, basically, we walked up the Access Mall, and I mean, even as soon as you got out of the parking area, basically, you could see all the presidents. But when I was here in 2020, it was so fogged in, you could not see the mountain at all. And I got a picture of the snow effigy that someone had made. Here's a pretty lake. And there was a sign back there for it that I think said camping. It might have only been boating access, though. National Forest, camping half a mile ahead. But that'll likely be a campground that you have to pay for. So we're going to go look for dispersed camping and hope we can find it. Of course, Thief Lake Campground down there to the left. Yeah, that's an official campground. Hiking trail here to the right. I have to say the Black Hills National Forest is pretty well marked. Big pine trailhead. No camping there. Yeah, the skies are looking pretty threatening. So we'll see how this works out.
Few minutes later.
Well, this is crazy. I'm down to 30 miles an hour. We got 2 miles to go. We gave up on finding our camp spot for the night. We're just going to the parking lot. But this is just nasty. Temperature's down to 41 degrees. We're up to 5,650 feet in elevation. And I'm hoping we get over this mountain and start back down before the temperature gets down to freezing. The hail is just crazy. That's what's piled up on the side of the road here. Not what I was planning on. Of course, my windshield's fogging up. That's not helping. We're up to 58.50. Now, in all fairness, we did get the severe thunderstorm warning, but it didn't sound like it was going to be near Custer, which is where we're near. So we're going to come in here, and we're going to make a left-hand turn. Just want to stop. And there's people pulled into the parking lot, but I think we're going to be able to find our preferred place to park, and we're just going to spend the night here. That's what we're going to do. Wow. Pretty interesting, huh, Kit? Pretty interesting. So you can see that pickup truck coming out. That's where we're going to spend the night. So we're going to get that done. And I'll see you in the morning.